What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric, and today we have a Bon Jovi potential update with Richie Sambora, and I quote, saying, "We're talking a bit." Oh my goodness, could this mean a reunion, a potential reunion? I have some reasons to think it probably is gonna actually happen, and I'll get into that in a moment. But let's check out this article. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you love music, I do music reviews, talk deep in depth into certain bands. Bon Jovi is one of the big ones that I talk about here, and I also do movie reviews, focus on horror films. I'm a huge horror fan, so interested in any of that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. There's also a join button down below if you want to help the channel on a monthly basis. You guys are amazing. Let's jump into this article right here. Richie Sambora, we're talking a bit. Oh my goodness. Richie Sambora admitted there have been conversations about his potential return to Bon Jovi. The guitarist kept things short while walking the red carpet of the Music Industry Trust Awards in London. When asked by UK outlet Metro about a hypothetical reunion with his former bandmate at the 2023 Glastonbury Festival, Sambora replied, "It's a possibility. We're talking a bit." The guitarist reported had a cheeky smile on his face. That's pretty much indicates everything right there, because that's the most he's ever said about a possible reunion. And with the cheeky smile, oh my goodness. And there's other reasons also to think this is very possible. Now, it only mentions the festival, but I think that if, that door is opened, then that could mean a bigger tour, with Richie in the band. So I'm going to kind of discuss that possibility as well. Now, I know that a lot of fans may not even want a Bon Jovi tour at all based on John's vocal condition. I'm going to get into all that. But for now, let's just check out what's going on. Though the brief statement offered very little details or context, it's noteworthy that Sambora admitted he'd been in contact with the Bon Jovi camp. The guitarist abruptly left the band in 2013. Amazing, it's almost been 10 years, a decision he made to spend more time with his then teenage daughter. And we all know about that decision. I remember it well, because I was following that tour, and I even went to the second to last show that had Richie. So it's just crazy. It's been 9 years, going on 10 years that Richie's been out of the band. It wasn't a popular decision by any means, he said. Obviously, there was really no choice about it. Sambora recalled in 2020. And he felt he had no choice at the time. I think he could have done it. Of course, he could have done that so much better. But it's all in the past now. I mean, obviously, normally you give a 2-week notice. He could have given a 2-week notice, if he realized, but he waited kind of until the last minute because he didn't know until it was time to actually leave and head up to the next show. I think it was I don't remember. I think it was in Canada somewhere, Calgary. I don't remember, but he decided he couldn't do it and kind of left Bon Jovi hanging. So, that wasn't the right way to do it, no doubt about it. Also understandable. Family comes first, and I could not imagine, the touring and on and city after city and a massive 1.5 tour, album tour. This is definitely the hardest working band in the industry. It's just insane. But as far as this potential, I think it's very possible. After the last tour, John knows that the band is in a little bit of trouble right now. He is unable to do it on his own. He gets a little bit of help, of course, from David Bryan and some of the guys, Everett, and some of the guys help him out the best they can vocally, but he's still the front man, and no one can even come close to taking over that job. I'm not saying Richie would take it over, but at least he'd have someone who can be a front man, who is pure and original Bon Jovi in Richie Sambora, and who has a voice that is unmistakably related to Bon Jovi. So Richie can sing a few songs, and his background vocals can help out quite a bit. But the question is, are John's vocals going to be deteriorated even more by the time they tour again next year or whenever? I don't know. Or could they be better? That's the question that we have to wait and see. But with the 40th year, or the 40-year anniversary coming up, maybe it's going to be a big farewell reunion or something. And if they can bring Richie back for that, sadly, Alec passed away, so, there's no chance the original 5 would come back. But if you get Richie back and Hugh, Hugh is basically an original member. He played on Runaway. He's been with the band since day one in some way, shape, or form, and he's been their main bass player since 1995 these days. So if Richie comes back and you have Richie, John, Dave, Tico, and Hugh, that would be absolutely incredible and a great way to go out. And certainly, I said I probably would not be attending any more shows because I just feel like paying a ton of money for a guy who just, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean when I say it, but he just can't sing anymore. And he just, it sounds like a karaoke. It sounds like you're in a karaoke bar. I'm like, when's my turn? This is not right, not good. But you get Richie back. Hey, I probably will go. I would probably go for the last farewell tour because a chance to see Richie and the band again would be incredible. Of course, I would check out the YouTube videos first before going just to see, because if it's god awful terrible, I don't know. But I think this is a more than a possibility. I think it's a probability, in my opinion. I think it will happen. John is such a hard where he just does not retire. He doesn't give up. He's going to keep fighting and keep going as long as he can because he is a fighter and he's a great musician. He's a great songwriter. And obviously, I'm a huge fan, but unfortunately, yeah, his vocals aren't there anymore. And if he thinks he's going to tour again and get some support on this tour, some big, massive, somebody's going to get support. It's Bon Jovi. He can go out there in a wheelchair and he's going to get support. But if you think he's going to get big time support that he's used to, that he wants to see, I think he's going to need to bring back Richie. So we'll see. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I think that even that little clue right there, we're talking a bit, with a little smile, I think it's going to happen. I absolutely do. I think John wants him back, and I think Richie at this point in his life, hey, he'll go make a quick buck. He'll go make a few, a pretty nice little paycheck, go on a one last tour, and there's, he can have his demands. Look, we're not going to tour for a year and a half. We're not touring the entire world, and they probably won't because John can't. I don't think he can do it anymore. So let me know what you guys think down below of this. Pretty exciting news. I think it'd be a great way to go out. I think it's time to retire from touring. You don't have to retire from recording and playing a little show here and there, but the massive tours, I think it's probably over. So if they can do one little quick, I'd love for them to be able to tour the world a little bit so that other countries have a chance to see them one last time. But I think it'd be a great way to go out, though. If John can hang on, if he can at least sing like he did last time and not decline, maybe they can do it. Now, if he's even worse, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below. Hit that thumbs up, hit a subscribe. I really appreciate y'all. Let me know, and we'll see you next time.